television. And there's more, because you are going to see it as well.
Yes, it.
Yes, it. Yes, namely, the Max syndrome story.
All right, bet. So now I did all that. So now when we hear this CNN news segment with Abbey Phillips and this goofball Van Lathan, yo, they always get like these foldable black men to get up here and basically this is a social engineering. They got black faces and they got the de jure de facto foldable black man, basically by default defending illegal immigrants and going against federal government mandate and troops. They're trying to make them the face in the more moral foreground to defend illegal migrants, trend their Aragua gangs, and to snub the American government. And which I say again, this country belongs to white men and black men because we bled for it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good, and like I said, they got us basically up here looking unpatriotic by default. It's media manipulation. So that's why I played all those first. Now we're going to go through this, and I'm going to play some of it. We're going to stop round robin. I'm going to play the rest. We're going to stop around robin. And I just want you to hear this ridiculousness. And Scott Jennings is the only reason worth watching Abbey Phillips when he's on. Let's go.
American cities to be training grounds, and ICE listened. In Chicago, in the middle of the night, federal agents stormed an apartment building. Black Hawk helicopters, flashbangs, military-style trucks, all used in the raid. Now, witnesses say everyone was detained, no matter their status. Children were zip-tied together, separated from their parents. And the feds say that they arrested dozens of gang members. Also in the city, Charlie Kirk's group was given a front-row seat to a
see what they did there?
Raid inside a Walmart.
Amazing. Secretary Noem was here. They rolled up a couple of guys, and it's rowdy. There's a lot of people around. Everyone's filming. The Secretary of Homeland Security is right now doing raids at Walmart.
So as forewarned, I mean, we have a situation in which American cities are at the center of this ICE crackdown, and there's indiscriminate.
And you see how it's set up? They got two black quiches, the foldable black man, right? So it's visually set up that black people are against this. You see what I'm saying? That we're defending illegal migrants, international gangs, and we're against the federal government, the National Guard, ICE troops, and a congressional and federal mandate. You know what I'm saying?
Use of force against Americans, non-Americans, people here legally, people here illegally. And on the right, nobody seems to care. In fact, they love it.
I saw a video from a local station in Chicago, and residents of a community there were describing an ICE raid and like what they saw. Two things struck me. One, they were talking about things that happened to them. They were talking about how they were treated in this ICE raid. These are the people that, I guess, by virtue of being born here in America, are entitled to being treated like human beings. The second thing is that they were all black. And I'm going to say something. We saw this coming. We knew the neighborhoods where these ICE raids would take place.
They would take place there because that's where the Democrats put them. You see this disingenuous spin?
We knew that a lot of these things wouldn't happen in Beverly Hills or in Coconut Grove or any of those places like that. We knew that there would be collateral damage, that there would be trauma that would be inflicted on our communities.
And you see how they got the split screen with the Keisha? This is the black man talking, the Keisha agrees, and it's the subliminal that both black men and black women are against these ICE raids and that we are in defense of illegal migrants. And it's media manipulation.
We knew that people would be detained, scared. We knew that children would have to see things that they shouldn't have to see. And all of this for political theater so that we look tough on immigration for everyone.
It's not political theater. They're deporting gang members and people who aren't supposed to be here in the country.
And it's a horror show. And I do think if it hasn't already happened, that it'll be something that even the most conservative of Americans will get tired of seeing human beings treated this way. At least that's my hope.
The one neighbor said the kids were crying. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen.
The thing with this part is they all concerned about the kids, but like a month ago, 50 people got shot in Chicago, and like a bunch of kids wounded. Like, so I've never seen segments on CNN about all the shootings and everything in Chicago, and now some illegal migrants or maybe a few Americans get zip-tied and detained, and now it's an uproar. It's all bull.
The little girl come around the corner because they were bringing kids down too, had them zip-tied to each other, saying that there were trucks, military-style vans used to separate adults from kids. What's going on?
I haven't seen any of this, so I certainly am not aware of particular neighborhoods that are targeted. Obviously, I support them finding and arresting people who are here illegally. And in the community they're in, again, I can't justify, I haven't seen which communities that they're targeting.
Well, one detail that's been left out is that they were targeting Tren de Aragua. And so Tren de Aragua is a violent transnational gang. They send illegal immigrants here to the United States. They traffic drugs, they traffic people, they commit violence. They inflict misery everywhere they go. And 37 people were arrested. That was the purpose of the raid, the targeting of Tren de Aragua, some of the most violent people in our hemisphere. And when they come here, nothing good happens. That was
okay. So if it was targeting, I don't think anybody has a problem with targeting. Right. When you clear out an apartment building and you zip tie children and you arrest and detain everyone. Scott, hold on, Scott. You and me, we're talking here, okay? If they arrest children, they arrest everyone, citizens and non-citizens, for hours, detain them, deprive them of their liberty, for no matter how long. You are fine with that.
They didn't arrest children. But
I didn't say they arrested them. They put them in zip ties. But if that makes a difference to you, go ahead.
Here's what makes a difference to me. If the federal government knows that there is a nest of Tren de Aragua in a city like Chicago, they have a responsibility. They have an obligation to go get them. It is unfortunate, to answer your question, that there are children put in harm's way by these violent gangs. But that is going to be the reality.
Or is it unfortunate, or is it a violation of their rights, is the question? Because, I mean, in this country, we have rights against searches and illegal searches and
you're suggesting these children should be effectively human shields for Tren de Aragua. And I don't agree.
What I'm asking, hold on, I want to make it clear. I know that Tren de Aragua and gangs and whatever, it's a catch-all to treat people however.
This nigga's gonna make me throw up. Tito,
this is very disingenuous, bro. This is really pissing me off.
All right, go ahead, Mr. You got it. Go ahead.
Yo. These this is what we call that feel-good panel. See, they get the right type of Negroes to go ahead and be the tokens, the spokesperson for the so-called black community, even though they don't know what the hell they talking about. Look at this weak fat jaw, no chin having asshole right here, Van Lathan. Man, I know he got a big dome because he have that baseball cap on top of his head. This dude right here is being very disingenuous right about now. Like he understands the struggle. I guarantee you, this dude don't understand one struggle in his entire life. He's over here trying to defend criminals. He's trying to defend illegals. He's trying to defend so-called bad policies that set up this type of situation that we are dealing with right now. And this other chick, I can never remember her name, the one that running the show, the scenes that always interrupting people.
Abbey Phillips.
Now, Abbey, if you could just keep your mouth closed and sit there halfway pretty. I mean, you ain't really, you ain't no Paramount picture, but damn, you ain't really got to say nothing every 5 minutes. Just sit there and keep your mouth shut and just let other people talk, because you just be saying anything out your mouth. Then they have the so-called Keisha sitting right next to the so-called, this Cuba dude right here, just make it seem like she's running things by allowing him to speak for her. See, I know what they was trying to do with the split screen thing. She ain't got to say too much.
You peeped that too, right? With the split screen, you peeped that, right?
Yes. I know all the tricks of the trade when it comes down to the media, bro. They know what she's gonna say is gonna be it's gonna trump what he's.
So,
passy upon.
okay, there you go.
Yeah, I blacked out. I said that this woman basically that was sitting right next to Van Lathan.
Damn, you keep you dropped again. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. Now I had something else running in the background. But yeah, so this particular woman was sitting there like she's the big mammy and make sure that he said the right things and he didn't mess up not one time. And now she could come and finish it off by saying something that's very poignant. And that after every kid on that panel and watching this after, like, yeah, we listen to him, we listen to her, but she was right. And I passed the mic.
Fact, I think that Abbey Phillips and like the other Keishas, or like when they bring Van Jones on or Barack, they all have a powwow. Like, look, we're gonna gang up on Scott when we get on here. This is the story. We're gonna stick to it. We're gonna triple team them. I think that's what they be doing. Yo, Tito, what's all yours?
Yeah. Notice how they are talking about, oh, children and zip ties, all of this imagery with no video. Ain't that odd? You get video of everything else, but it's no video of this because they're lying. Because all they did is went in there and locked up adults. Any children that might have been with them, they went and called Child Protective Services for them. They don't get out on people like that. Like even if they did a full-on drug raid at somebody's house and there was 4 kids and they're sleeping or whatever, they are go call Child Protective Services there and like pull them off to the side while they rifle through all of them people's shit. I've seen them do it before. They are flat out lying. They flat out lying. But he talking about, oh, they not going to this neighborhood. They not going to those neighborhoods because those people wouldn't allow them to put them there. It's always whenever they take these illegal aliens to a rich white neighborhood, the rich white neighborhood will always say, oh, well, we don't have the resource to properly serve them. But then you would stick them in a neighborhood where like every 4th business is abandoned. Like, get the fuck out of here, right? But like I said, those buildings used to be empty because a lot of people don't left Chicago, especially over there over east. That's where I grew up at. People are terrified of living there, or people that's not from there are terrified of visiting there. So they opened up them buildings, and like I said, them people that's in there, the Venezuelans that's in there, have been basically in hiding for almost a year now, right? And they caught them up with like the same way they catch anybody else up with them damn cell phones, and they knew where they was, and they went and got them. It's as simple as that. It's not no dramatic shit where they rounded people up and put them on railroad cars like this Germany in the 1930s. It's nothing like that. They just went down there with their usual Tahoes or the party bus. Do y'all know what the party bus is, right?
No.
Y'all know what the party bus is?
I mean, like a paddy wagon?
When they do real big ass raids, they have like an actual FBI school bus for niggas. Where they had, because they can't put if they do a raid so big they can't put people in a police car, they'll bring like a whole like a Greyhound bus or something, or like a old school bus, but it's an FBI bus. They be bringing the party buses when they be doing them immigration raids at them warehouses. They be bringing like 2 or 3 party buses there. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, what say you of this media debacle here on CNN?
We already knew that they were going to spend it, and they've been obviously neglecting to explicitly mention the mayors who are responsible, and obviously the many people who put them under like committees. And obviously omitting the clear and present danger that they may have as a result of gang violence and whatnot. Even if, those people were just there without any sort of intervention, there's going to be, some sort of rivalry about, that market where, people may feel encroached upon. But I like to go on ahead and rewind you all back 11 years ago in upstate New York, particularly in a town called Rochester, New York. It's a black area. The west side of Rochester, New York, if I can remember right, there was this pizza place I used to love. You sell pizza and wings. They got special sauce up there in upstate New York. Shout out to the 585 people up there. Something called boss sauce. Now, you had this illegal immigrant made his way up there, got a cultivated cow and was even, making some fire ass wings. I give it to him. Now, one day,
You cut off. Oh, I think he in a dead spot. He driving.
hello?
There you go.
Yeah, I'll go and look a little later. You all follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go and look a little later. The headline as to why they raided that place in particular. Wouldn't you know that owner was a Taliban? A whole Taliban?
Really?
I kid you not. Look up Taliban Rochester, New York. You should find it. Stuff should still be up. This is Obama era. You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is it doesn't seem like, they're doing any proper vetting. They open these borders up like a forest hole. And they allow any sort of cancer, any sort of bacteria, and all that to come through here, reckless abandon. You know what I mean? A whole Taliban in a black neighborhood. No bullshit. I'll let my plane there.
All right, bet. And the ban, I just looked at the banner they got on this. ICE's Chicago raid, Black Hawks, flashbangs, and kids in zip ties. It's the clown show over there at the Communist News Network. And what did somebody call it? I think it was Kwame. Crying Negro Network. They ain't got Van Jones on for this one. But they got one Van, a Van Lathan. So I'm going to play the rest of this. And I want you to see how ineffectual Van Lathan is at making his argument. He makes these emotional arguments outside of like the facts of the matter, and that proves to you that they don't have any leg to stand on.
Where you want to go in there and shred the Constitution or whatever else it is that you want to do.